videos. We're in Almería today, a beautiful morning, and it's already 27 degrees, expected 33 degrees later on, absolute scorcher. And we're going to be taking a walk around this area, Roquetas de Mar, and Almería. If you don't know about Almería, it's the only city in Europe that has the most hours of sunshine. We're going to take a walk along this beautiful promenade this morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to show you the area. And if you stick around to the end, we'll show you the property prices as well in this area. If you've never been to Almería before, it's got a population of 203,000 people here. And not only that, it's a 300 kilometres square. It's quite a big area. It does have its own airport here, and of course there's buses and trains and all the kind of transport links. It's got 3 hospitals. When we're talking about the population of 203,000, believe it or not, the Moroccans are top of the plops here. Yeah, mainly Moroccans. Romania, and then we've got Colombia, and then it goes all the way down, Argentina, Russia, Italy, and China, and Pakistan. And once you get to the really bottom here, believe it or not, you've got like 1% British here. So not many British down here on this part of Andalusia. I say, got a lot of beautiful bars along here, promenades clean, the hotels are amazing, and you've got the golden beaches here. Look at that, all these umbrellas and lounges all over the place. So we're going to take a walk around and we're going to show you the bars and restaurants, and hopefully we're going to show you some property prices. Tell you what though, it ain't cheap here. They reckon one of the cheapest parts here in Almería, the cheapest town, is Adra, western part of Almería. And they're looking at the price square metre. Literally, this was done in April, just gone. They're talking of just €1,000 a square metre. So yeah, it's not cheap, is it, eh? So yeah, that is if you want to come down to Almería, you're expected to pay a little bit more than you would do on the Costa Blanca. Where I am now, Roquetas de Mar, is a lot more, and of course it's a lot posher as well, nice and clean and tidy. You're looking at 1,387, so near enough €400 more a square metre. Of course, very handy having an airport here as well. That's been here since 1968. Apparently they built it because of all the filming that was going on here. You've got the desert and you've got the Western, the mini Western Hollywood theme thing where they do the spaghetti Western. And they've done a lot of films, so because of that, they started building the airport and get the tourists in the area in Almería. From this airport here, they do all kind of flights. You can go international or national. So yeah, pretty handy, eh? Because if you do want to go to any of these airports, international or national air flights, they can go up to Madrid, Barcelona, Seville, the Canary Islands. You can go over to Palma de Mallorca, Seville, London, Birmingham, Manchester, Germany. So yeah, a lot of flights. Of course, you've got more of the other flights that use this airport as well. The airliners like EasyJet coming to here, Ryanair, and then you've got the Jet Fly coming in, Thomas Cook, Jet2.com. So yeah, a lot of airlines use Almería Airport, so pretty handy if you need to come down here and visit this beautiful place. Like I say, it's got the railway here that was actually completed in 1893. And they're obviously trying to get a tram put here as well. So they're trying all different things that connect up with Granada, the railway. You can get over to all parts of Spain, Madrid. If you haven't noticed, we've got this bike path that goes right along. Well, the city's actually got 78 kilometres of bike path. And I'll tell you what, they do use it and all. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it, eh? This is paradise. By the way, if it's your first time to Paradise World videos, hit that subscribe channel, because we're going to go all over Almería and we're going to show you everything you need to know about this place. And when it comes to buses, they've got a fleet of buses, Surbus, and that was all started in 2007, so you ain't got no problems getting about with the transport. And this city, they boast of 3,000 hours of sunshine. That's the motto, that's what they say. It's also got the desert here as well. It's the only desert in Europe, the Taberneras desert here. And then we've got the natural park here, Cabo Gata de Ni, and great as well. You've got the fortress, the Moorish fortress here. So we've got quite a lot of places to visit, places of interest. You've got the Museum of Refugio de la Gorilla in Seville. Nearly all the hotels here, when you walk around, are literally 4-star hotels, and they're absolutely amazing. And not only that, you've got some hostels here, and you also got a campsite. Tell you what else we got here. We got the looky looky. You must have followed me down from Torrevieja. So we got here in Almería, of course, plenty of places to go to. We've got the Paseo de Almería, got a Calle de las Tiendas, and yeah, we've got like shops and all kind of like souvenir places, which we'll take a walk around on our tour while we're in Almería, and we'll check all these places of interest out. I don't know if you noticed the driving video I've done as we come into Almería. It's got acres and literally acres of agriculture. They call it Plastic City. All the vegetables grown here in green houses, you just see sheets of plastic where you look over the motorways and round the towns as you go around. Yeah, it's quite an eye-opener, but that's where all the fruit and veg and all gets grown. Saying it's yeah, thousands of hectares of cultivation under the plastic of the coast of Pontiente. You like visiting cathedrals, we've got a cathedral here as well. So yeah, lots of places you can actually go and visit. And apparently you got the Gothic bit, the inside, like the Gothic style living room. Tell you what's great as well, as you can see, they rake all the beaches here in Spain early in the morning. Little jewellery shop setting up here. If you do like churches and convents, you've got quite a few here. You've got St. Juan Evangelist, and yeah, that was built just at the beginning of the 17th century. You've got a theatre as well, the Apollo Theatre, and that's been since the 19th century. Dates back actually 1881, the old theatre here. Got a library that's been here since 1850. So yeah, these buildings have been here for many, many years. There's a lot of historic places you can go and visit. 1970, it was actually the starting point here in Almería for the Monte Carlo racing rally here. So yeah, not only is it famous for the spaghetti western films they've done in Hollywood, you've got a lot of other kind of famous events that happened here, and apparently they held some other kind of sporting event as well. They celebrate a lot of things every year, fiestas, just like most other Spanish towns. But yeah, it does look pretty clean though. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. But yeah, it looks like they're doing some kind of sewage going out to the sea. These lovely bungalows along here as well. So we're going to dive back in a minute, back onto the bars and restaurants and show you a bit of the area. Of course, it's great if you've got kids here because we've got 3 public schools here as well as university. You've got a sports stadium, so you've got a lot of things going on in the area. School of Arts and Crafts as well. It was built in the middle half of the 19th century. We've got the old convent as well, 1492. So yeah, loads going on here in Almería. This is 10 o'clock in the morning. It's busy, isn't it, eh? Of course, like most places, you've got the famous square, the Plaza Constitución here, and then you've got the famous Old Town Hall. 1656, that was built. And they do a lot of recycling here in Almería. Got loads of recycling centres, so they do a lot of recycling, unlike most other areas. Just tend to just dump everything in a bin. Most places they did have an earthquake as well, and they did have the old bomb explosive device here. Of course, there was a bit of trouble years ago. Back in December 2004, explosive device prepared to go off basically by ETA. You remember the terrorist group, ETA. But that was found, the Plaza de España. You know, that's all died down now, thank goodness for that. So yeah, we're not going to walk much more along this promenade now. As we get up to here, we're just going to cut round the back and show these beautiful little bars and restaurants. If you're thinking of coming down Almería, if you're coming from Torrevieja and want to visit for a weekend, I've done a video of a cheap hotel which you can book direct, and check that out. But it takes about 2.5 hours if you take the toll roads. It's pretty straightforward, well signposted, and it'll cost you 11 euros for the tolls, which is literally one toll road. And then if you don't want the toll road, of course, it will take an extra half hour, so average 3 hours. You can be in Almería and spend a weekend here because it's absolutely beautiful. Temperatures we're expected to get this week is actually averaging 32 degrees. And by the end of the week here, we're going to be getting temperatures in the mid-30s. And that's just in the shade. bad, is it? For May, mid-30s. Living a dream, eh? Go hour up, always get an hour up, don't you, wherever you go. And if you want to know what kind of prices you're going to be paying, well, I'll show you the prices just in this restaurant just there. They're looking at a breakfast here, a bit of a crumpet, tea or coffee, €3.50. The cocktails are not cheap either, they're starting around €7. We'll do a set menu of the day for €17. Here we go. These bars are all over the place, so this is just a promenade as you go along. You've got the bars, and then you've got the bars on the beach. And then we've got the bars which we're going to go and take you now, which literally just round the side turning. And all these hotels right on the beachfront. So you ain't got far to go if you did want to go onto the beach. Nice, eh? All great for the kids as well. All clean looking buildings. Like I say, they're all 4-star minimum. Living the dream, eh? And yeah, we're going to show you the prices if you did want to come down here and live the dream. There's a few estate agents. We'll have a look through the window and we'll show you the various prices you can get here in Almería. But yeah, nowhere as cheap it is as on the Costa Blanca. But it's a lot quieter. And like I say, a lot of Spanish. Even though Moroccans take a lot of the percentage of people here. But I doubt they'd be standing in these hotels. And they've got, of course, playing things for the kids on the beach. This is where we're going to come off the beach now, and we'll show you these lovely bars and more of Almería. So this is where we are, like I say, Roquetas de Mar. There, that was a beautiful promenade. Of course, you can take trips out on boats and see the marine life here. There's one of your bus stops just there. Got a little fair right there, little theme park thing. And all along here, both sides, that's where you got your hotels. And then you've got your souvenir shops. And you've got a few little supermarkets dotted about as well. But however, I do mention if you are driving here, tell you what, the petrol's so expensive. Couldn't believe it. I paid $1.25 in Torrevieja for 95 petrol. They're charging $1.50 here. Almería, $1.50 a litre. So yeah, I definitely recommend you top your tank right up. And I managed to do half a tank in my car, so yeah, it will definitely be a full tank that will get you there and back. $1.50, wow. So there, the property's not cheap, nor is the petrol, nor is the cocktails. A medical centre here, if you do need to pop into a medical centre, looks like a private doctor's. It's your souvenir shops just there. Get your postcards and all your knickknacks, paddywhacks, your bags, your souvenirs, your handbags. And you got all your usual stuff in it, your towels, beach stuff. There we go, another place there for the women's bags and shoes. All for women, innit, eh? Can't find any shops for men. I suppose we've got the bars and restaurants. Got your ice cream shop there. Wow, it's a warm day already, like I say. 10 o'clock is 26 degrees. Be round by the pool later, I think, or jumping in that sea. So yeah, more women's shops, more handbags. So for early morning time here, more people about than what I expected. There we go. Pronto Moda. That looks nice, doesn't it, eh? That little bar there. I've got a big giraffe there as well. Nice. Of course, you've got your lottery man, they're everywhere. Do like their lottery here in Spain. And if you want to put on your Euro Millions and give it a go, there's one just there. Busy little bar there, look. So I say cafe bar. Yeah, all along here you've got all rental apartments, and just over the other side, of course, you've got the hotels, and it's right along here. That's where you find a lot of the hotels. All this will be open later on, be buzzing. And estate agents just along here actually spotted a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Price ain't too bad, really. You go 115,000 euros. Of course, you've got your commission and everything, around about 15% to be added on. And I've just spotted another one, which is here and on, which is even better. That's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath for 110,000 euros. One looks pretty nice, nice little balcony, a bit of greenery there, 149. So that's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah, you know, like further along Costa Blanca, you could be paying 20, 30,000 less. But of course, you're paying for prime location. And whether they're still for sale or not, I don't know. As you know, they do leave them in the window to rule you in, hook you up there. But there were some cheap properties there. There's actually another shop there, estate agents. And I'll tell you what, I've seen a few bargains in the window. And I mean bargains, so it's not all bad. I mean, I've seen a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom there. Look at that, 85,000 euros. Even got some parking. And that's in this area as well. It says there, 5 minutes from the beach. And then as we go up here, there's another one there, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. There you go, 129,900. Now that ain't bad, is it? They had these bargains in the window. Sometimes they're a hook and they've already been sold a long time ago. But there were a few there, so at least one of them is going to be up for grabs. They might all be up for them, but yeah, they do tend to keep their lowest ones in the front. And they tell you they're gone when you want for them, but they were cheap, so there are some bargains around. Go, a place there to learn your English. So we're now going to cross over and come and show you the other side. And as we get further around, I'm going to show you some really, really nice bars and restaurants, and hopefully find you some property in the higher budget, because some of you obviously want to spend more than a couple of $100 grand. Some of you might be looking for a big, massive villa. And as you all know, you can get Currency Direct, which I've got in the link, and you won't have to pay for your banker's draft when you buy property, because the banks do charge you a hefty bit of dollars out to transfer your money over for a banker's draft. And Money's Direct, as you know, they do it free, and they make their money all to do with the exchange rate they get you. So not only they're one of the cheapest exchange rates, like I mentioned, you can do it yourself. You get the app, and then you change up the money, and what you change up is what you get. If you click on the link below, you will see that in the link. You can click on it and check it out for yourself and get Currency Direct, because I know a lot of you already have. And I'll tell you what, I can mention, the card is good. I've got the card, and yeah, it's like a bank card basically. You just load it up, whatever currency you want, wherever you are. And if you need more money, you transfer money in from your normal bank and put it into the wallet of Currency Direct. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's enough of Currency Direct, of course. We're going to get and show you some more property, and of course some lovely bars. Crossed over, and just as we get up to this next roundabout, we're going to make our way back to where the hotel is, and show you some lovely little areas and bars and some more nice hotels. It goes the tourist train just going by, and there's a few of them. Go all round, jump on and off, give you a little tour of Roquetas de Mar. Nice little roundabout there with a little fountain. So yeah, all these side turnings got something going on. This little bar there. Go, we've got our Chinese there as well, tucked down the side. I wonder what the menu of the day is out. Got it on the door there we go. 2 people. You're gonna get a starter, main, dessert, and you get a drink and all. €28.50. Of course, that's when it's open later on. Another chino as well, right at the front here. So yeah, you always get a chino. Chinese, more like Asian they are over here in Spain. As long as you're not up in Madrid, as you see the video I done the other day, slaughtering rats and goats in inhumane conditions, unregulated. Yeah, all the restaurants around Madrid getting all this dodgy meat. So don't have any Chinese in Madrid or around now. There we go, look at that. Yeah, a beer, bit of tap, that's there, €2.50. Yeah, lots of bars and lounges all along here. There's a place for your cakes and your pasties. Bakers, there we go. Another cafe bar. Yeah, these are all apartments here, nice and clean. Nice to see a bit of green grass in it, eh? Another restaurant here, menu today, $15.50, free course. So yeah, even the workers are having a bit of break and all. Souvenir shop. So that's your ice cream place. Of course, you have your coffee as well there and a bit of cake. And if you like dolls, there's a place here, get all your dolls. Of course, a few sweets as well. There we go. Can you spot the monkey? So yeah, a little theme park there we go. Bouncy castles, kiddie rides, you can see. So yeah, plenty going on here for the kids. Not only got the big bouncy castle, we've got some go-kart rides there. More women's shops, fashion shops, shall I say. And this is where you're going to find a lot of the hotels as well, all around here. Nice, clean looking, aren't they? All looking modern. There we go, cocktail bar there. Proper holiday place, isn't it? Big pizza restaurant there. And there you can see, apart from the train popping along, there's a few of these cash tills about. I mentioned before, they cost an arm and a leg to use. So it does you right to get one of them currency cards, because you won't need to use one of them machines if you've got one of them cards. You'll just put your money on your card and just tap it whatever restaurant and bar you go to. You don't want to pay €6-7 to use a machine. I've had a few people as well message me. They're going to come over and they need help with their property. Yeah, just give us the date when you come in and your budget, and we can arrange you to look at a load of properties in the area you want, or we can take you to some nice areas and show you. If you're not decided, you can go through the channel and check out the areas we videoed and you can have a look yourself. But yeah, if you come in, just tell us the date and we'll pick you up and we'll sort out all your views. We'll find you a nice property, and of course a good lawyer as well that'll make sure your property is properly registered. As you know, we've done a few videos, illegal pools that are not on the herb that's supposed to be. That's what happens, these builders, they start building things and it comes to light a few years later, and these poor people in the urbanisation don't end up having a pool. We'll sort all that out for you. We'll make sure that you do get a legal property, everything's on the deeds, proper lawyer, because there's a lot of lawyers in Spain that don't do the job properly. That's why a lot of these have ended up with property that are not registered. So they will check out the debt and everything and make sure there ain't no debt and you're buying a property from the right person. That's why you need a good lawyer. We was on the other side of this at the beginning of the video, along the promenade. And now we're just running parallel. You can see these beautiful big houses. You've got some really nice bungalows along here as well. Beautiful, eh? Thinking of coming down here, some of these hotels don't have parking. The one we are staying in do charge at parking. It's like €6 a day, which is not too bad. But bear in mind, it's busy time of year here. It's half term. And there are plenty of places you can park. Even across the road to the hotel, there's free parking spaces. So you don't need to panic if it says there's no parking available, because there's lots of parking around these streets. All types of apartments, nice in it, nice palm trees. And if you want a nice big property, look at that, absolutely amazing. And you've got the mountains in the distance. Of course, it's all mountains down here in Almería, and lots of greenery. You've got the desert I was telling you about, and on the Costa Blanca, it's all flat. Depends what you want. Horses for courses. As you know, the Spanish government do pay for the pensioners to have little holidays. They do a scheme. So this area, this time of year as well, especially the summertime, you'll find a lot of pensioners in these hotels because they do give them some good old deals. Got a shop there for all the excursion tours, so you want to go on a coach anywhere. Little jewellery shop over there. Just further up, there are literally tons of bars and restaurants we're going to show you. So about parking, you can see just this car park alone that's free. Lots and lots of spaces. And over the other side as well. So no need to panic. Don't need to pay for parking in these hotels. Spotted a nice little cafe over there, look at that. Just spotted the tourist train. Like I say, there's loads of them. It looks like that's one of the stops just there. Nice map here as well. Shows you everything you need to know. I've seen so many women's shops. So yeah, we're coming up to a little bar here. A coffee bar, bit of alcohol if you want. Get your breakfast. There we go. There goes the coach. Got a big pharmacy over there. Hotel Playa Linda. This hotel, look at that, got a massive slide swimming pool. Oh, they do have a lot of nice pools in these hotels, I must say. So yeah, great for the kids, and there's a lot of kids there having great fun because it's all designed for the kids, a lot of these hotels, very family orientated. 24-hour doctor if you need it, just here. So yeah, more clothes shops. Bump your flip-flops, another bar here. Here we go, pizza place. Yeah, Lord John's Tapas and Bar Restaurant. There we go, tandoori. So we've got a rental shop there for your bikes. Great, these bikes, aren't they? Remember these when I was a kid, down in Clacton, Essex. Used to have all these kind of bikes. Great, isn't they? Look at that one. It's like a car. So yeah, just all round to the right, all these alleyways, you've got little things tucked around the back, all kind of bars and cafes. Oh, got some more bikes here. Asian restaurant down the side there. Yeah, a lot going on in this area, isn't there? Just like the buildings, they're nice, aren't they? They're not looking old at all. Don't fancy going in these hotels and having half board. Just want to stay at the hotel. Got lots of choices of restaurants already see over there. Apart from the pizza and the tapas bars, got another Chino restaurant. And just there as well, they go over there. Panda restaurant, Chinese. All around, restaurants galore. And there we go, another bus stop there. So yeah, good area for buses as well. Hotel Gulf Trinidad. Nice looking hotel, that one. There we go, Tulum. Tulum Beach Club. There we go, friendly as well. There you go, you see that. Very friendly people about. Even spotted a Thomas Cook shop. Also arrange all the holidays, got their own planes, don't they? And they do, like I mentioned, they fly here, Almería Airport, Thomas Cook, they do the old package deals. Probably why a lot of them are all inclusive. Having all their full board drinks all chucked in all day long. So much drink you can have. There we go, Rent Me. You can rent a mobility scooter. Yeah, this is just one section of Almería. Like I say, Roquetas de Mar. Nice. By the looks of it, it looks one of the cleanest areas I've seen for a while. So the beach is just there. And just turning back, you're right on top of all the restaurants. And we've even got a spa supermarket right here as well. Pretty handy, isn't it, eh? So many souvenir shops. Tapas bars again. So you can see you've got restaurants, tapas bars, clothes shops, all on both sides of the road. And when you start going on this side of the road, you've got them all tucked round the back. You've got your car rental place and a rather rip-off machine. A cocktail bar over there, I should imagine it'd be the same as the others. €7 or €8 for a cocktail. Not cheap, is it, eh? So you're on holiday, so you've got to splash out, I suppose. There we go, we've got a bar here. They're offering a deal. There we go, €30. A litre of sangria, chucking in a bit of fish. I do like the look of this hotel. The wife don't like it. I think it's nice. Does look pretty, doesn't it? She says it ain't finished. So yeah, Susie's Tapas Bar. And just up here, this is the hotel we're staying at. Of course, some of you have already seen the video. If you want to see it, you can check it out at the end. And the driving tour we've done. We're going to do lots of videos of Almería. So if you're thinking of coming here for holiday or want to buy here, you've got a good idea what it's all about in this area. That's a funny shaped thing, isn't it, eh? Strange. Here we go, another bike place here to rent.
Okay. Vámonos.
And there's Lily's bar. Yeah, we popped in here for a drink yesterday. Pretty friendly as well. And just before we finish the video, we'll give you a look at the property prices just in this window. Found one here, €162,000 as well, a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. So yeah, it ain't as dear as what I thought it was. Another one there, 135, that's 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Of course, its location depends on the property as well, whether it needs modernising. You want to go on an herb and you want a massive chalet, I mean, you're talking dollars here. €525, 3-bed, 2 bath. So really, it all depends what you want. Bungalow, flat, villa, pool, urbanisation, what your budget is, and if you want to be in this area. Because as you know, if you've got money, you probably want to go in one of these places here that are selling high-end property, €500,000 upwards. Of course, if you want to see some of that property, we'll be visiting some real top property. So if you're looking for a villa on a nice golf course, a rich man's golf course, yeah, stay tuned, because we're going to be seeing some and we'll be showing you, and you might want to buy one of them. Oh, we've come to the end of our walkabout. Probably walked a few miles. Hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful as usual. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you can always buy me a coffee, and check the links out below. You might want to get that currency card. I know a lot of you already have. Be a no-brainer not to. But yeah, that's the pronto. I'll see you soon.